Hi, welcome on to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, I've got to say, incredible, brilliant performance by Arsenal on Saturday. Listen, Sunderland, always quite a tricky place to go, all the way up to the northeast. It's a long journey for the players, but they've done us proud. Mesut Ozil, what a debut by the guy. The first half in particular, I mean, I was watching Match of the Day earlier, and it's not even a reflection of how well that guy played. I mean, he was just on the ball all the time. All of his passes were perfectly weighted, put in Theo for a couple of chances, assisted for the goal. And I'll tell you what, great things to come from this guy, Mesut Ozil. He was brilliant. Aaron Ramsey, fantastic again. Two great goals, particularly the second goal. Brilliant volley. And not only that, his all-round performance in the game, excellent. He's taking games by the scruff of the neck and just showing us all up, really. People like me, who last season I doubted Aaron Ramsey. I was even saying at one time that I think we should send him out on loan to toughen him up a bit. But he's really stepped up to the plate, and you can only just take your hat off to him. Match-winning, man-of-the-match performance by Aaron Ramsey on Saturday. And other players as well that I thought played well. Jenkinson did well. Sanya, even though he sort of got skinned a bit by Altidore for that controversial, well, it wasn't given as a goal, but the controversial goal. But I thought he played very well as well at centre-half. I mean, just a very, very good all-round away day performance straight after an international break by Arsenal. Let's talk about a couple of incidents in that game. The Altidore thing, I must admit, when I saw it at the time, I thought to myself, the referee should have played advantage. And I think we did get away with one there. Altidore, to me, seemed to be through, but the referee blew his whistle, a bit like what Arsene Wenger said. From he's blown the whistle and he's made his decision to stop play, you've got to stop play. So it was a refereeing error. But what a lot of people didn't pick up on, and I was watching this, as I said, Match of the Day, they were quick to jump on the Altidore incident. The penalty. Now listen, it was clumsy by Koscielny. He didn't need to dive in like that. The player was not even going to me, he wouldn't have scored. He didn't need to do that. But if you look at that incident, he dived the player. There's no contact by Koscielny on him. If that would have been the other way round, they would have been having a debate about a dive. It was a complete and utter dive. But hey, Koscielny's got to learn off of that. You can't go jumping in, or players will take advantages of those situations. But great performance, all-round performance by the lads. And another great 3 points. We're actually top of the league at the moment. So we can't argue with that. Especially after the first game against Aston Villa. You wouldn't have thought that. Let's take a look at some of the tweets that came in. Just a selection. Once again, thank you to everybody. We had hundreds. I've just picked out a few here. Colin Gillespie says, I've been praising Rambo since the start of the season. He seems like a completely different player to what we had last season. Well, he is. Although he was starting to come good towards the end of last season, and he's followed it through this season. He's just getting stronger and stronger. Ari Gabriel said this team is really gelling together and starting to play for the shirt. Even from the foreigners like Giroud, Ramsey and Sanya. Ramsey's a foreigner? Just living over in Wales? But I get what you're saying, mate. James Farley says, good performance. We were lucky with decisions, but I believe Ozil will improve players like Jack, Ramsey, Theo and Giroud. I agree with that. Shumi says, we got lucky for the in the second half of that second goal incident, but that's luck that wins championships. How many times over the years have we seen Man United get loads and loads of incidents like that and go on to win titles? So, you know, it's one of those things. Harry Arsenal says, tough game, but we showed character. Great display from Rambo. Dream start for Oz, but Theo had a bad day. And he said, hope Giroud is okay. Giroud is okay, thankfully, because he's our only really fit striker. And the way that Theo was finishing on Saturday, I wouldn't want him playing at striker at the moment. Although I ain't going to be too hard on him because it's just a bad day. Just a bad day at the office for Theo. But we should have been out of sight in that first half. We should have been about 4 up at least. I mean, particularly the first chance that Theo had, I thought he should have buried that. And the header, I know he's not normally a person you associate with headers, but he should have buried that header. I could have scored that. Jay says, Ramsey pretty much stole the show and stole the spotlight off of Ozil, even though Ozil had an amazing debut. That shows how good Ramsey played. And last one, Shannon Hollins says, no one is giving Carl Jenkinson any credit for the 3-1. Great assist to Ramsey, and he's coming on leaps and bounds. Well done, Shannon, for pointing that out. Carl Jenkinson, I love this guy. He's just so, his heart is just so much in Arsenal. He may not be the most skillful player in that team, but he sort of reminds me of like Gary Neville was at Man United. He's just reliable. He works hard. He's a sort of player that you probably, if he made a mistake in a game, he'd probably be on the training ground the next day working his hardest to iron that out. And I love his passion. I love his heart for the club. And he's definitely going to be a future big-time player for Arsenal Football Club. Well done to Carl Jenkinson. So, another away victory for Arsenal. We march on now to Marseille. Hopefully, we can get another away win there, or even a draw. That would be good. But definitely, after the debacle of the first game of the season, Arsenal have started to find the gears. And one of the encouraging things on Saturday is that Santi Cazorla was out injured, but we've got somebody of the class of Ozil to fill his place. And if you look at some of the players we got to come back from injuries, I know we're always saying this, but you look at it, Oxlade-Chamberlain's got to come back. Podolski, Diaby, lots of players though to come back. Arteta, you know, the team, once we get all those players back, the squad is going to look strong. Rosicky weren't playing on Saturday. So it's really, really looking encouraging. I say in January, go out and buy a world-class striker. Let's stay close. You know, we can't get carried away because we're at the top. Let's stay close to that top half and then see what we can do. It could be a very good season for Arsenal. Anyway, tell us what you thought of the game. Leave your comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing to us. It's amazing. We've been, what, October? End of October, we'd have been going for a year here on Arsenal Fan TV, and over 40,000 subscribers. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for that. We really, really appreciate it. Trust me. And don't forget, if you want, Arsenal Fan TV t-shirt still available. Just go to the website and we'll hook you up right there. Arsenal Fan TV clocking out. Hopefully, Marseille. Let's go out there and get a victory. And it's all about Stoke on Sunday, Mesut Ozil's home debut. How good is that going to be? Looking forward to that already.
Disappointed, son. Come on, hat-trick next time. Hat-trick. Hat-trick next time, son. Come on. Time of your life, son. Time of your life.
Ah, the boys on top class.
Ramsey. This one, Ramsey.
Got a star, Ramsey. Keep it up, Sonny. Well played.
Better than Bale. He's better than Bale. Better than Ramsey. You're better than Bale. 85 mil. You're having a laugh. Don't you ever go. Don't you ever leave us, son. Don't you ever leave us. Don't leave us, son. You know that, Ramsey. We'll play, son, we'll play. Aaron.